Acts 16, verse 25 tells us that Paul and Silas, after being beaten with many stripes and in prison for preaching the gospel, sang praises unto God so loudly that other prisoners in the prison could not help but hear them. The two were incarcerated in stocks in the deepest part of a dungeon-like prison, but Paul and Silas knew that even then, especially then, it was time to focus on God and to enter into a time of worship. The worship of these two men in the midst of their suffering so deeply touched God's heart that he joined them in that prison. His presence flooded into that dingy dungeon and produced a supernatural earthquake that shook the very foundations of the prison, broke off the prisoners' chains, and miraculously caused the prison doors to swing open wide. See Acts 16, verse 26. Think of that. When Paul and Silas entered into that worship together, God's presence exploded into that prison, producing delivering power that set Paul and Silas free. And as a result of that powerful encounter with God during a time of worship, not only were Paul and Silas delivered, but the jailer and his whole family also came to Christ. It was the act of worship that brought this delivering, saving power into that dark moment. All of this was the result of a worship service. Worship God and allow His presence to deliver you from the strongholds of the enemy. Remember, the anointing of God is all powerful.